a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here's Landry. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Green throwing on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Green. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And here's Green from the gun on 3rd down.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton. That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Green looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Walton. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Green. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This from 44 yards out, left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Mayfield now from the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first down throw for Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now they try the right side here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4. Play fake, Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
You'd hate to come all this way on a sustained drive like this and then have to settle for a field goal. So what a nice pickup on 3rd down. And now they're set up with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Landry.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly clinched there before the snap. A good call.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Green. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Green. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
False start for offense.
So that one will be accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a give right side. It's Walton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3 to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Carrington, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Walton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And here's Green on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Green. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have regained the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw is Green on 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Green.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Green now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
On 2nd down now, it's Walton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. From the 27, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On first down, Walton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Green throwing on first down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Back to throw. Green. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Monarchs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
7 yards to pick up there.
Mayfield with it once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Green now, looking to throw on second down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Green on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they give this time to the tailback.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They'll run on first down. Carrington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And caught it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On first down, it's Walton, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Walton, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Monarchs take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out come the Titans now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Mayfield. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Felt compelled
go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mayfield on 1st down. And fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Walton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense set to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. 1st down, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield.
side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And again, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walton. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be from 49 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Yeah, penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's taken on the 25. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Walton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Walton. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on third down, Green. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.